Big news coming in, viewers. The BSF Jawan who was in Pakistan's custody for the past several days has now been formally handed back. And we can confirm that today BSF Jawan Purnam Kumar Sahu, who has been in custody of Pakistan Rangers since the 23rd of April, was handed over to India at around 10:30 hours through the joint checkpost at Attari in Amritsar. The handover was conducted peacefully in accordance with the established protocols. Now remember, Purnam was in the custody of, who was believed to have mistakenly entered Pakistani territory and was in the custody of the Pakistani Rangers, which is of course their equivalent of the BSF for the past several weeks, right after in fact the terror attack in Pahalgam. And there was a lot of pressure being mounted on Pakistan to try and release him. Now we understand that in a big win for a force and a big diplomatic win, he has been handed over. Let me go across to my colleague Pradeep Datta, who's joining me with more details. Pradeep, take us through. Big win for India.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is a big victory, a diplomatic victory for India. And finally, after several days, the BSF Jawan, who was in the captivity of Pakistani Rangers, had been handed over to Indian authorities at Attari border today. And he was there since 23rd of April. That means a day after Pahalgam massacre. He mistakenly, inadvertently crossed over to the other side. And since then, he was questioned. He was in their custody. On several occasions, there was even the flag meetings were there. But despite the flag meeting, they did not hand over this Jawan. But there was a lot of pressure from the Indian side. India had already made it clear to them that you have to hand over this Jawan to us. But now, after this successful conduct of Operation Sindhu, Pakistan has realized one thing, that India is in no mood to listen to anything. So it's better to mend ways and to have a better relationship with India than for the going for the confrontation. Because we have seen that what really happened just 2 days back, how they came out on knees and they almost surrendered. They were begging for ceasefire. From confrontation to ceasefire, we have seen that how Pakistan had really changed over the period of time. It was only because of the India's precision strike decimating many of their air bases that finally Pakistan had no other option but to change its stance, and they asked for the ceasefire. This seems to be another important development in that direction. On one hand, where the guns have fallen silent, and that is actually where the Modi's new security doctrine seemed to be working, because Modi has made it clear, any act of terror, that will be seen as an act of war. If somebody is opening a small arm fire, we are going for the punitive action, we will be decimating the post. And now this gesture coming from Pakistan side, that